Hey folks, welcome to my channel, theJunieBird, where I encourage people to do and go after the things that they love unapologetically. I'm trying the branding and the stuff at the beginning. We'll see how that goes. I feel like something is happening outside and I'm not entirely sure what it is. I don't have a script for this video whatsoever because I didn't know I was going to have this time to film something. I didn't realize it, so I didn't plan ahead, but I want to seize an opportunity to make a video and talk to you guys, and also do just a little bit of a debrief on why I haven't made a video in a couple weeks and how VidCon was for me. Yeah! June in general has just been a really strange month for me, and I feel like I'll look at a calendar at the beginning of the week and I'll be like, awesome, I have nothing going on this week. I can focus on YouTube, or I can focus on like this other project that I want to get done. And then by the end of Monday, I have like a really solid plan for something that I need to do every day for the rest of the week. So it's been a really odd month, and that was like heightened by VidCon. I went to VidCon this year. I've been to VidCon 4 years in a row now, and while I was there, during the women online discussion, which I'll get to more of in a minute, I just like went ahead and purchased my ticket for VidCon 2018, so we're definitely gonna be going 5 years strong. VidCon this year was different for me than it has been in previous years, and to be honest, I'm not entirely sure why. The first year I was at VidCon, I was just there to learn and hopefully to meet people. The second year was like more learning, but the ability to use that in a more concrete way because I had already established this channel. Last year was making really good friends, meeting people in person for the first time, and learning, but more networking and figuring out who my friends were and how to make friends in person and on YouTube as a platform. This year it felt like VidCon was much more for networking and hanging out with friends than anything else. It was kind of a whirlwind of a weekend, and there are parts of it that were like just absolutely insane. And I don't even know like what to think of them or how to wrap my brain around them. Like the women online discussion. And Kathy Trehart and I made a video and we talked about it. We talked about a couple things in video format. One of them is already up on her channel because she's amazing and really, really fast with editing. The one that we filmed for my channel is still living on my phone, which is a really dangerous place for it to be right now, so like I need to figure that out ASAP. But the women online discussion was, and whether you were there or whether you just like heard about it from the internet, it was just a really intense and uncomfortable place to exist. And one of the things that has always been VidCon for me is getting a chance to meet with other creators and bond over the things that we have in common. And part of having discussions with women on the internet is the kind of the like, oh, you've experienced this type of harassment, you've experienced like people saying these kind of things to you, I have too, let's talk about that. And usually VidCon is a really safe place to do that and to have those discussions and to be encouraged by other women on the internet. But the women online discussion in particular was not a safe place to do that. And it's not the conference's fault, but it's also something that if their goal was to create that safe place, then they could have done a better job of facilitating it. So, yeah. In previous years, I've taken pages and pages worth of notes on panels and things that I think are going to be good to remember and good to know more about and research on. I didn't take any notes at any panel this year, and there were panels where I kind of felt like I should have been taking notes. I'm just like, oh, this is really good information. I'm gonna want to have this later. But I didn't, and I don't really know why. I went into VidCon this year saying that I felt like it was going to be the VidCon experience I always wanted VidCon to be, if that's a sentence that makes sense, and I think it is. In a lot of ways, it was. I was staying at this house with a bunch of my best online friends, which was incredible. I got a chance to collaborate and make videos with a handful of people that I'm really excited to see the outcomes of. But it was also really different in that it felt like it finally evened out. VidCon has always been something that was exciting or new in whatever way it was that year. But this VidCon felt just normal. I got a chance to build relationships with people that I already knew, and that was so important and so wonderful. And I also got a chance to establish myself and what I want to be doing in a community that I'm sort of only starting to feel like I'm a part of. Sometimes it's helpful for me to think of things in terms of what I put into them is what I'm going to receive in response. And that feels very true with my experience at VidCon this year. In previous years, and not just at VidCon, but throughout the year, I have put time and dedication, sporadic though it might be, into YouTube and my channel, my brand. And I'm starting to see the return on that. I'm seeing where I fit into the larger community, and I'm finally feeling like I'm actually ready to step into that. And that's a good feeling. In previous years, I've come off of VidCon wanting to like rededicate myself to the art of video making, but this year I just feel like I want to continue building what I already have. It's nice to feel like I've established enough that I don't need to go in and re-establish everything again, but it's also intimidating to not feel this sudden rush of inspiration that I've in a lot of ways depended on in previous years. I'm still excited to be a part of the YouTube community, but I'm not that much more excited because of VidCon. I'm starting to try and think beyond just this one platform. And honestly, I'm just as excited to be home in LA, even in 102-degree heat. I like my apartment. I like my physical community here in Los Angeles. And even though I've shut myself away for like 2 days to recover and like remember how to be a human after VidCon, I'm excited to see my friends and to go back to my normal life again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you get a chance to do something that you love today. How was your VidCon? Or, if not VidCon, how has your month been? Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.